Alright, we are episode 190, the prelude to Attitude Era series. This is 20 minutes after the last episode. I'm recording it on December 22nd. WWF has beat WCW 90 times. WCW has beat WWF 36 times. That is Nitro versus Raw. Our last 25 shows, SmackDown, Raw, and pay-per-view, had an 89 or better rating. And then in the ECW and WCW, just a couple stuff I want to show you guys, and then we'll talk about this at the end. So let's get it off. All right, here we start the show with Chris Candido, Triple H, Chris Jericho, and Stone Cold all going talking shit in each other about the upcoming six-pack challenge. This results in an odd tag match for later with Triple H, Candido versus Chris Jericho, and Stone Cold. Basically, the unlikely allies here, and then an extremely unlikely ally since in the last episode, SmackDown, Chris Jericho and Stone Cold talk shit in each other back and forth. Pretty happy with this show rating overall, or this rating. Following that, we see the Undertaker and Abyss versus Al Snow and Mankind, ending when Al Snow turns on Mankind, leading Abyss to defeat Mankind by chokeslam, maybe double chokeslam with Undertaker. Pretty much the Abyss took the Big Show's role in the Ministry type thing here. I don't know, I just kind of just noticed that, but this is just a way to get Al Snow to turn on Mankind. It didn't matter who his tag team was. Here we see the Dudley Boys put one of the hosts through a table after being rejected by them Thursday on SmackDown. So we see that progression in this storyline with Dudley Boys putting a girl through a table off the stage for the first time ever in the game. So, plus it adds heat to the Godfather, Mark Henry versus Dudley Boys feud. And we're going to see Mark Henry and Godfather retaliate soon. Following that, we see D'Lo Brown, who just defeated Val Venus last Thursday, whatever, on SmackDown. Call out Val Venus for a title shot, and we will hear Val Venus respond to that very soon. Following that, we get Eddie Guerrero versus William Regal, who wins following interference from Taz. Taz just turned heel and on Eddie Guerrero. Sorry, I'm not trying to breathe into the mic. Taz lost his European title to William Regal in a triple threat with Eddie Guerrero also in there. He blames Eddie for him losing the title, so Taz is no longer Mr. Nice Guy, and he's just a dick. Following that, we see Taz beat the shit out of Eddie Guerrero, put him in Taz mission. So following that, we see the Hollies just end up brawling. This is going to lead to something I think pretty special. People will be looking forward to it, and happy this is part of the show when we get there. Here we see Kane squash Gangrel to set up the following angle where Marvelous Ones come from the crowd, beat the shit out of Kane, steal his mask. Now, this isn't Kane's permanent unmasking. This is like a thing to get heat on the Marvelous Ones and in the program. X-Pac would be covered for not coming down by saying X-Pac wasn't at the show this week. He couldn't make his flight, and he was sick. Whatever. And then Kane's face isn't shown. Refs throw him a towel. But he's still embarrassed by it. He's still pissed about it. So we're going to see how this retaliates. Kane's been soft recently, so I think this could, cause some real big anger. And like Kane, for example, last year or so, interfered in every single match on an episode of Raw for an hour and a half, 2 hours, like 6 matches. He ended them by chokeslamming people, and I think we're going to see a return of Kane from that. Following that, we see Dave Bautista defeat Lance Storm and singles action, just continuing this Lance Storm, Matt Bloom versus Red Dog Batista storyline that, been half-heartedly put together just to get him on the show, but it's leading somewhere. The Rock comes out to the ring to finally address the six-pack challenge. He talks shit and everyone, mainly The Undertaker, mocking, the dead man thing, which leads to The Undertaker coming out, and they end up having a wild, chaotic brawl all throughout the arena, just ending with when they're pulled apart. This is right before our main event of Chris Candido, Triple H versus Chris Jericho, Stone Cold. Not sure how it's going to go, so let's see it. Pretty damn good rating, 89 overall rating. Stone Cold with a 100 rating. Candido, Triple H, 95 rating, neck and neck for that top heel spot. And Chris Jericho, an 84, fucking still pretty good. Here we see, no, I wouldn't say Stone Cold take the pin. I really got to fix that. Someone did point that out to me about a week ago. So, like, December 15th, that I really need defeated Jericho. It really doesn't matter in the game who takes the pin. It really doesn't. It's just something here Like they'll both suffer popularity losses from the loss, and they'll gain popularity. But with the rating, the angles, there's no real popularity lost. Endgame, hypothetically in real life, Stone Cold's never biting the pin here. This is only Stone Cold's third loss of the year, and we're September. It's pretty impressive. So, once every 3 months we'll see Stone Cold take a pin, but you know how it is. Alright. Yep. I don't know why this is a thing, because you think about it, I had a Hogo through table, the Marvelous Ones. That's 2 girls, so it's not. So I had 64 dudes, plus Luna. Yeah, I think this is just a thing, but an 88 rating, I'll take it. We're just going to have to change this to, 88, 26 shows, but 88 or better. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I think 88 out of 100 still pretty damn good. If someone comes up to you and like, hey, that girl is an 8.8 out of 10, you're still going to go after her. Alright, so let's see how WCW performed against us. Hopefully they didn't beat us. If they beat us, I'm not going to count it. I'm just going to start over to that 25 rating streak. WCW just had their fall brawl, so this will be the follow-up to that. Let's see. Nope. Wow. So, let's see. What's there to point out? The only thing I really want to point out is Sting and Vader went to no contest with 76 rating. That's weird, because I'll show you fall brawl right now. Sorry if you hear me like smack my lips together. It's winter, chapped lips. Alright, so fall brawl. Let's look at it. What's there to look at? Alright, nope. Rey Mysterio defeats Rocket Rock. Alright, Steve McMichael, Chris Benoit lose to Steve Ray and Scott Steiner, who retain their World Tag Team titles. Alright, DDP retains the U.S. title. We see Mr. JL defeat Dean Malenko, for the Cruiserweight title. So now Jerry Lynn is the Cruiserweight champion. Following that, we see Sting defeat Vader, retain the World Heavyweight title with a 94 rating. And on Nitro it had 76, so that tells me something's off with their booking on TV. Then following that, we see Ric Flair and the Giant defeat the Outsiders and tag team action, which I wonder why that's main eventing, not the world title, because then this rating would probably be a hell of a lot better. But I thought that was pretty. Something else I wanted to point out was so in ECW's pay-per-view, they had Raven versus Perry Saturn main event, and that had a 90 rating. Now, to us, in WWE or even WCW, that's nothing special, but on ECW, a cult show, who, doesn't have much to talk about in the game-wise, in real life, we know what they did. This is a pretty damn good rating. Both guys will be in the company within, I'll say 6 months. I'll say within 6 months you'll see Raven and Perry Saturn in the WWE, which sucks because I'm taken from ECW, but wasn't that how it was in real life? Okay, we're going to add this, and then let's change this before I forget. Okay, we added 88, we'll delete this. Okay, so, wait, I'm just gonna make sure you guys can see some. So I've been watching, DVDs and stuff over break, thinking, just, watching whatever. I was watching the Hell in a Cell DVD, and it had Shawn Michaels versus Triple H, and I was like, this feud doesn't get really a lot of love when it talks about best feuds. So I was wondering if people can compile their top 5 or top 10 singles feuds in, we'll say WWF, WWE history, and then, we'll compare and contrast. I'll show my top 10 on SmackDown. I already know what 11 feuds I have, so I'll cut one, and then I'll have to rank them, so that's why I'm not putting this one. But I figured, just a way to talk, since, I've been having more and more people comment on that. I appreciate that. Thank you guys for watching, and then, talk to you on SmackDown.